As the word was preached that Jesus was coming soon, very soon, the movement gained traction and momentum. Whilst there were doubters and scoffers, the numbers of those waiting for Jesus' return swelled. The movement was at its strongest in the northeast of the United States of America, though it was by no means limited to just being an American phenomenon. Before the days of email and internet communications, God's Spirit was moving on different people around the world as they studied His Word and came to similar conclusions. In England, a preacher named Edward Irving proclaimed the soon return of Jesus. In Germany, Johann Bengel. In South America, Manuel de la Cunza. This was a worldwide revival, fulfilling the text in Daniel 12 verse 4 that says, at the time of the end, men would run to and fro, and knowledge would be increased. Knowledge of the Bible, but in particular, knowledge of the books of Daniel and Revelation. The believers initially expected Jesus to return in the spring of 1844, and when he did not, this produced some disappointment, but they were greatly encouraged when Samuel Snow's studies revealed the prophecy pointed towards October the 22nd. This brought great revival amongst the believers as they wanted to put their wrongs right and be ready to meet Jesus when he comes. They wanted their lives to show evidence of their faith. Some sold their houses, others closed their businesses. Some farmers left their crops in their fields, and many others got baptized. Charles Fitch was a minister who baptized many people in the autumn of 1844, and unfortunately on one occasion, because there were so many people to baptize and he spent so long in the chilly New England waters, he caught pneumonia. He died on October the 14th, but due to the faith that he and his family shared in the soon return of Jesus, they believed they would see him in just a few weeks. His obituary would spell this out. The believers in the locality of William Miller's farm gathered on his property to wait for Jesus' return and stood here on this rock, today known as Ascension Rock. They believed they would ascend to heaven. When Jesus did not come, they suffered a bitter disappointment and their hopes were dashed. They had hung their lives on the belief that Jesus was coming soon, and now he hadn't. Was their faith in vain? Was it presumption? Could they recover from the embarrassment, ridicule, and shame they would face? Henry Emmons later said, "I waited all Tuesday, and dear Jesus did not come. I waited all the forenoon of Wednesday, but after 12 o'clock, I began to feel faint. My natural strength was leaving me very fast, and I lay prostrate for 2 days without any pain, sick with disappointment." Hiram Edson later commented, "Our fondest hopes and expectations were blasted, and such a spirit of weeping came over us as I have never experienced before. It seemed that the loss of all earthly friends could have been no comparison. We wept and wept till the day dawned." The believers would now be challenged to live by faith, to hang on to God, and to trust his promises when they didn't know how, to have faith in the moments of darkness, and to trust when it doesn't seem to make sense. This would be their test, and it's a test that comes our way as well. Let us remember when it does, that his eye is on the sparrow, and he watches over us in the good times as well as in the tough times.
Nope. Lying spirit. Yes, that bitter test. It is simply from PJC to all Christendom. Yes, because our Abba never, tempt us or test us in that bitter way. Number one. And number two, we don't give all our possessions away to Yahuwah in that manner. We don't lose our earthly possession, okay, because of our belief in that manner. No, not this is not how King Yahushua said we should give all away. This is not how. Rather, this one, it is simply demonic robbery. That is spiritual thief that have come to steal from them. That is devils that came from the underworld to steal from these people. So that is not my test of faith. Definitely, this bitter test of faith, it is from Poco Jesus Christ, from the pit of hell, to all the Christendom. Yes, this is your Poco Jesus Christ test of faith, not ours. It can't come to me. No, never. Yes, I give all away, all earthly, pleasure, I give them away for my beliefs. And Yahushua also said to that rich man, go and sell all this your possession, give it to the poor, and come and follow me. That is how it was. Not for one demon to come from somewhere and use prophecy to rob from me, and use prophecy to deceive me, and use prophecy to give away all my earthly possession and render me homeless. Render me, make me an undocumented human being. Render me homeless. Forcefully take away my belongings. And you said that is a test of faith that needs to come all Christians' ways. Definitely, this kind of test of faith will definitely pass through all the hearts of the Christendom. Yes, it is what you prophesy, not me. Now, James chapter 1, verses 13, I read, let no man say, when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh. Don't even say so. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil. He can't tempt nobody with such wickedness. You see, Yahushua still gave that rich man a choice to make. He said, Master, what good things must I do to enter the kingdom of heaven? He now said, okay, first of all, honor your father and your mother. He said, this I've been doing perfectly right from my youth. What else do I still need to do? And Yahushua now said, okay, you want to be perfect? All right now, whatever you own, give it away to the poor. He did not say, let devil come and steal it from you. No, give it to the poor. And then come and follow me. So what did the rich man do? He went being sad. He didn't do it. He didn't give it away. So that is still give him a room to think twice. He did not say you must, for him to use sub-authority to take his belongings or his properties. No, he didn't do that. So it is only in the kingdom of Poco Jesus, we see a thing like this. Yahushua, even though my belief has to take my head, it has to be done not by deception, not by misleading, not by misguide, not by one demon from the underworld misleading me. No, it good thing worth dying for. Who is not going to die? Whether you believe in whatever, you will still die. So I prefer to die for my faith, but not to be misled. So that one is a bitter experience. I was once, of course, I tested also, but mine is not as great as theirs. But still, I was homeless. It still rendered me homeless, undocumented human being. I'm still single today. It is because of the prophecy of Poco Jesus Christ, bringing a wayward, a transgender as a husband, a man that failed his responsibility as a man, but rather shifts to sisterhood, that a woman is the one to pay Charlie Brown house rent. Every single bills in Charlie Brown's life, we may face it for him. That is the most useless human being on this planet. And your Poco Jesus brought such a man on my way as a husband, that I should keep, laboring all my life for him. That is the kind of man Jesus brought my way. That is the kind of ma Jesus provided for me. That Anna became the ma of the house. So I'm a single woman today. Jesus Christ made it so. I lost my true husband today. It is because of Poco Jesus Christ prophecy. So that is a bitter experience. I was once there, and that sword of disappointment once passed through my heart. There was a day Jesus said I should give away my document. He's going to give me Netherlands passport, and I obeyed, and nothing happened over 20 years. Now, Jesus said I should also give away my job. From where else I get my income? Because lottery money is coming or miracle money. See, now I did not see lottery money, nor miracle money. And that when I gave away my resources, where I earn my money to pay my bills, when I obeyed that demonic voice, I found myself on the street, rather homeless. Just as what he did to the Hilarites. It is a very wicked spirit. So let me finish reading. Okay, I think I've already done that. Okay, let me take it again. James chapter 1, verses 13. Let no man say, you shouldn't be saying that. It is a test of faith. I quickly want to rebuke that wicked spirit again because it's a lying spirit again. It's still lying to cover up the madness of Poco Jesus, the inability of Poco Jesus, to flew people into the sky as he promised. Keep turning people's heart upside down. No, you don't do that here. I recognize that voice. It's a lying spirit. Now listen, James 1:13. Let no man say, don't even try that. When he is tempted, what is he saying? I am tempted of Yahweh. I said you shouldn't. Nobody should be saying anything like that. For Yahweh cannot tempt nobody with such great evil. No, he can't. The statement is already here. So, he can't tempt nobody with such great evil. Because this is still one of them. Is still a Christian trying to protect Poco Jesus. You can really, really easily point to the false prophet. But the authority and the power and the anointing this false prophet carries, you hide him in your anus. In fact, I'm dragging him out already. All the anus of the Christendom being opened by the truth of Yahweh. So Jesus is nowhere. It's no more hiding. It's no more hiding. Anyways, greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we all are doing great on this wonderful, glorious, lovely day once again for you and I to circle around Abba Yahweh's eternal blessed throne and to just get our soul, spirit, and body, our totality in the past, right now, and future filled with Abba Yahweh's eternal divine breath. Yes, only in His presence we feed our spirit with the real thing. Like the picture I found on Facebook. He said, or rather, I put this in. I found this on Google. Praise Pig Jesus. Is somebody's gonna be praising Pig Jesus right now? Because it deserves, pig deserve to be, rather how I'm praising Pig Jesus, pouring faces on him. Pouring faces on him. Okay, dragging him into the mold where he belongs, to the toilet, the pit toilet. Then I put this myself. When followers of PJC, but now you know who is PJC, but now you know what is PJC. PJC simply means Poco Jesus Christ. When followers of PJC test real gospel for the first time, I want to blow off your mind again. I really, really want to do. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. I really, really do love you. I really, really do love you. I'm so emotional by the way you loved me. So unbelievable, unspeakable, incredible. Woo! Shandarabu Yande. Hallelujah. Thank you for loving me this high, great, wide and deep. Thank you for you are my soul, Yahuwah. Thank you for this love is unbreakable. No power. Not even Jesus. Jesus wanted to break it, but utterly. We are not able to do it utterly. He just did that to me for a certain period of a time. Afterwards, you, Abba Yahuwah, the owner of my soul, break through unto me and reach out unto me and draw me out and say, you are not meant to be here. No, this is not the ground I made it for. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. Thank you for giving me your set up spirit, not just me alone, also to the elect, the camp of Israel, your choosing, the people so dear unto your heart, your peculiar people from the eternal royal priesthood. Thank you for living within us, the Ruach HaKodesh, your set up spirit to guide us, to protect us from all these wicked flying devils from the pit of hell that is spreading this spiritual Ebola virus, spiritual coronavirus to mislead people, and a lot has already fallen in their hands. But thank you, Abba Yehovah, for exempting us, your own people, your own choosing, your own elect. Thank you, my Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. I also thank you so much, so much for also giving us your word, King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom. Thank you for also leaving him within us to review him unto us already. We knew our Messiah, and him alone we deal with. We are not dealing with pork, neither Mahadi, neither Allah, neither pork or Jesus. We are dealing with King Yahushua HaMashiach, the Ruach HaKodesh, and Abba Yahuwah, the overall, the general overseer of all goodness. It is Abba Yahuwah, Yud He Wah He. Thank you, my Abba. I am that I am. That is his name. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. All right, now, family, let's do why we are here again today. In his presence, like I promised, hey, this message, I'm not getting it any longer. Abba Yehovah, is this message going to be finished or not? Is this going to be all my life topic? The more I look into, the more topic keep pumping out. I wanted to do the heaven of Christendom and the material, their king, their pork, Jesus Christ, used to build it, and the light over there, and the covenant he had with them. I wanted to be, looking into this wonderful vision I saw over how many years ago now? It should be 22 years ago, when I was still in that dungeon called Christianity. I wanted to do, I narrated it, though I narrated it twice already, 8 years ago and 6 years ago. But now I will narrate it and also use it to teach. This third time narration, it is to use it to teach. All right. That is what I wanted to do. That was all I intended to do today. But Abba Yehovah also said, talk about another face of Jesus in Islam. I said, wow. And whenever he brings this topic, it makes perfect sense. He said, finish it. Jesus is also in Islam, not only in the Christendom. So the two side needs to be exposed. All right. So, and I also drive my wonderful, luxurious anointing of King Yahushua HaMashiach straight now to Islam. So we want to do Jesus again in Islam, another lion spirit. It's a lion spirit. So, family, with this being said, let's give it a title like we know already. Title is going to help navigate us into the Holy Scriptures. So, we will also look into Quran today and history of Quran and its founder. All right, and where they came from. All right, Christian and Muslim, where they came from. We are returning back to the very origin in the beginning. All right, so we want to operate from there. Beginning. All right, now, so let's give it a title like you know already. Another face of PJC, like you know already. Who is PJC? And the meaning of PJC is just an abbreviation of pork, Jesus Christ. Can I rebroadcast? Another face of PJC, the lion spirit, coming as a radical Muslim, leader of the four horsemen, rejecting Christian and practices. Quran foundational scriptures. Quran chapter 4 verses 157 through 158. Second Chronicle chapter 18 again. Second no is it Second Chronicle? Let me see. Should I be quoting wrong? Yes, correct. Second Chronicle chapter 18. You're gonna be seeing the lion spirit, how it works over there. And again, you can also find this in the is it Second or First Kings chapter 22 verses 1 through 23 or so. You're gonna be seeing it over there. That First King or Second King. Is it First King or Second Kings? First Kings or Second Kings? So let me be sure. A lot of scriptures on this side. Sometimes, yeah, it's like that. Let me confirm. Yes, First Kings, chapter 22, from verses 1 through 23. So that is the foundational scriptures, like we said already. We did on the Shabbat. Okay. Jesus is the lion spirit. So now again, another face of PJC, the lion spirit. See, coming as a radical Muslim. Christian, I pity you. Though I really pity you. I feel for you. Is it real? Oh, I'm just mocking you guys. Now listen. Matthew 7 verses 21 through 23. Yahushua rejected you. I never knew you. I never knew you. And again, the only person that should have been receiving you, it is your Papa Jesus Christ. Again, is also rejecting you. This is prophetic. Jesus also rejected you. And say, you lied on him. You put a lie on him. You put a words in his mouth that if he never commanded you guys, and you guys now begin to observe it in putting a lie in him. Like as we are talking now, Jesus is answering query in the kingdom of Allah. Because of you people, guys, because of you guys, Jesus stood now in the front of Allah answering this question in Quran chapter 5 verses 116. That Allah now called unto Jesus, did you say unto these people to take you as a God, to worship you, to pray to you, to love you as a God? And Jesus now said, oh God, yo woko. I never told them. Oh Allah, my slave master. You know, Allah is not a father. Allah is a slave master. Muslims said their relationship, Allah is a master and they are slaves of Allah. Therefore, simply put, Allah is a slave master. So Jesus now said, oh, Allah the slave master. I never told these people. They just put lie on me. Me? Allah. If I indeed told these people, you know all things. You see my heart and me cannot see your heart. Only you can see my heart. You are all knowing. Look at my heart now, it's open before you. Is not my heart an open book before you, Allah? Did you see anything over there? Christian, you have caused a serious damages now. You create commotion and confusion and disagreement now between Jesus and Allah. As we are talking now, Jesus is defending himself. Let me tell you, why is Allah sending Jesus back? Not for no other reason, no. To come and say to you people, I never tell you people to worship me. I am not a God. I am not a God. Don't pray to me. I don't answer prayer. Only Allah. Only Allah. Only Allah. That is what Jesus is coming to do. Therefore, after Jesus have defended himself before Allah and also before the Christendom and before the entire world, therefore Allah will not tell Jesus to lay his right hand on the right hand of Mahdi, that is the Muslim Messiah. Therefore, Muslim Messiah is going to pick it up now from Jesus. And Jesus is going to tell the Muslim Mahdi, with Muslim Messiah, to convert all of you now, to go to Islam, because Islam is the right way. Oh, that is the paradise Christian indeed is waiting for. But I will reveal the heaven unto you, this heaven. If you see the magnificent building over there, oh, the phenomena is not here. It's out of this world. The light over there. Oh, my Abba. Abba, you will not bring another topic so that I will be able to tell this vision and use it to teach. So, This is the situation Christian put Jesus Christ now as we are talking. So let's begin to write on it. So before I start writing on this heavy message, I would like to also put in, first of all, scriptures, because he's the authority, of course, now, is the breath, of course, now, is the renewer, is the renovator, is is to retouch, is to remake, is to rebuild, and is to rebirth. That's what he do. That is what he's doing. So you just heard how Jesus Christ disappointed over 10,000 souls, misled them, lied to them, deceived them, tell them to go and sold their houses and sell your companies. And they did, thinking they are giving these earthly possessions away for heaven possession, because heaven is so beautiful. If you see the magnificent beauty over there, it really worth giving away earthly possession for, but not in deceitful way, not for me to lose what I have already, except if I begin to worship money. That is what King Yahushua saw in that rich man. Okay, or whatever his possessions looks like a god in his life. And Abayewa is a jealous one. Though he did not say you must to do it, he give you an option. Go and sell it and give the money, handle the money to the poor. That's it. And the poor, assuming Jesus also command his followers like that and say, for me to take you into my heaven, go and sell your house, give the money to the poor. That one, maybe it would have been difficult for us to break it down, okay? But thank Abba Yehovah, it wasn't so. Mm? We were unable to fake it and to make it real. Okay, so the devil just came out. Wow, the way it is, it was a demonic activities. All right, even when it goes to is it Deuteronomy 26? Before they could enter the promised land, Abba Yehovah said, when you enter the promised land, yes, they entered. So you first of all establish yourself. After you have built a house, you have every single thing you needed. Therefore, after you have first of all secured yourself, everything you needed has already been, acquired by you. Now that I freed you from the land of bondage, I brought you here now already. I brought you now into your own land. Now you are the master of your life. You worked for nobody. So first of all, arrange your life, build a house, buy car, marry, and all this. After you have so done that, therefore, from next year, you will not give the fruit of your land to the priest. So that is what Abba Yehovah is doing. First of all, establish you. Okay, before we now say bring it out. That is out. This is the only way it makes sense. This is the only way it makes. It cannot tell you to render you homeless, put you on the street now. Over 10,000 render homeless because of one nonsense. Poco Jesus Christ. Anyways, so we'll come into that. Remember, should I be playing this, or maybe I will also play it? Jesus secretly returned. Jehovah Witness says so. Okay, and the 7 Days Adventist also says so. In 1844, when Jesus couldn't show up, disappoint 10,000 souls. Okay. Therefore, a farmer now begin to see vision. This one, it was literal, physically, according to their exaggeration. I don't know if they are also doing this as a covered up. The 7 Days Adventists were the one narrated this, that this farmer know nothing about Christianity during that period of disappointment, that this farmer eyes were opened. He now saw Jesus on the cloud entry into the heavenly sanctuary, cleansing it. Jesus was sweeping. Jesus was doing home cleaning. All right. Jesus was washing. And just now enter into the heavenly sanctuary, judging the dead. Unbeliever, we are the one who gave them this nonsense, rubbish, bogus, and badadash prophecy. This is absolutely nonsense. Though Jesus can, he can do wonders. So he now prophesies it. Okay, so that is another ground the Seventh Days Adventists also used to do as a cover up for that failed prophecies, or rather, yeah, prophecy. Yes, prophecies now, because it said in 1843, March 24th, 1st, Jesus supposed to show up. He didn't. Again, another prophecy released by William Miller, that this is now 1844, this April 18th. Okay, the second prophecy, April 18th, 1844, just 1 year prior, he released another prophecy. April 18th, 1844 came, Jesus did show up. Therefore, another prophecy, again, the same, 1844, now is October 22nd. Remember, I have something also in my life that relates to that October something. According to these people, they said the birthday of Jesus Christ is October. Remember when I was seeking for the date of my birthday, like our uncle would always write down the year, not the month and the day. I was a bit concerned. I want to know so that I will be celebrating the right day I was birthed. So I couldn't, because here, of course, now I couldn't find the date. So therefore, Jesus now said I shouldn't bother, that he himself is going to give me the date. And he did. How did he do it? I narrated that I and Charlie Brown, there was a breakup, or rather we went on break within 4 to 5 years. There wasn't communication. We were not communicating. So Jesus Christ now told me that the very first day I will be seeing Charlie Brown, that is the month and that is the date. And it did. Charlie Brown came to me 2008, October 20th. And if you go to my Facebook, you scroll down to about how many years ago, about 7 years plus or 8 years, you're going to be finding out October 20th was the day I normally celebrate. Jesus gave it to me. So Jesus' birthday is also it's also my birthday. And I said that is the day it's going to also shows up. So indeed, it did not come. It didn't shows up. He did it. He didn't come. Or it didn't come. He missed it again. So the third time. So I don't know that farmer vision, if they are also trying to use that one as a covered up to shield the nakedness of Jesus. So right now, remember, the Jehovah Witness also said so. And the Millerites also says so, that Jesus secretly returned in the spirit on earth. This one is Jehovah Witness time frame where they releases that prophecies. That should be now 18, just 30 years after the great disappointment, 1874. They said Jesus came secretly. Jehovah Witness said Jesus is the one ruling from that very time frame, till as we are still talking now. That could be true. The final madness of Jesus in the Christendom, because it's about to shift into Muslim. So, according to Muslim theory, eschatology, vision, prophecies of the final last days, they said Jesus is returning back as a radical Muslim, because you guys put lie on his head. And Quran chapter 5 verses 116, you put Jesus now in the front of Allah to be answering query. All these years he's still answering query until the day Allah will release him now to come to you guys and reject you to your face and say, no, I never said so. I am not a God. Only Allah is a God. I am the slave of Allah. Allah is a slave master. That is what Jesus is coming. That is the only reason, according to Quran. That is the only reason. I rebuke you, Allah, in Yahweh's mighty name. I rebuke you, Poku Jesus Christ, from the pits of hell, in the mighty name of Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah, according to your word, please let it prevail, whereby you said, Every demonic activities will be brought down to the total obedience of Mashiach, Yahushua HaMashiach, and all of the activities, busybody, flying, flying demons, noisome demons, will be captivated by the power of your judgment, and by your pierced hand, rebuke every attack of any kind in your mighty name. Bring them to the total obedience of you, Abba, in your mighty name. Amen. So before we play another video, I would like to preset that very what is it, prophecy that since 1874, Jesus has already come. Really, should I play that video again in order for us to preset it? I think so. Let's do that.
Our organization does not make predictions about the future anymore. But they most certainly have in the past. The Watchtower group, the Jehovah's Witness group, let me read to you some of the things they've said. Led by the initial founders of the group, and then moving on into their later time as well. In 1897, it was written in Studies in the Scriptures, Volume 4, "Our Lord, the appointed King, is now present since October 1874. The belief was that Jesus had sort of quietly returned, and only the Watchtower faithful knew about it, and only a couple of them could maybe encounter Jesus, but that he had returned in 1874 to the earth. Then in 1899, the statement was this, in The Time Is at Hand, the 1908 edition, because they change things sometimes when they fail. It says, "The battle of the great day of Almighty God."
Okay, I think that we will come back here if important. So I quickly want to put that. You heard already from their prophecy, secretly returned back of PJC. That is already ruling since then. Yes, it's Fanago. Matthew 24, verses 24 also. "For there shall arise false messiahs," plural, okay, "and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, inasmuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." Okay, all the noise going on, all these flying demons everywhere, is being dispatched from the pit of hell because of the elect, to just mislead and deceive the elect. To that extent, the miracle they are doing, it is to deceive the elect. It is called a deceiving miracle. 25. "Behold," listen now. "Behold," do you know what that is? Do you really know what that is? Behold. Check it out. Test it. Deliberate on it. Ponder over it. Stretch it right and left. Take scripture from here, preset. Take scripture from there, preset. Don't just consume that junk into your soul. As soon as it's being released, search it out to see if this is what your soul needed. If this is the food of your spirit. If not, if you take it in junks, there is a repercussion for that. 25. "Behold, I have told you before, before it happened." This is the biblical Messiah speaking. Excuse me, not Poco Jesus. 26. Wherefore, listen now, "wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the..." "Behold, he is in the secret chambers. Believe it not." The most powerful, in fact, Yahushua's second coming is the greatest phenomena. Is the most powerful phenomena on earth. It's going to shock the entire... You can't return secretly. But that of Jesus, they say he has already come. In just 30 years prior, after the great disappointment, they said this same God is ruling already. That's Kubrick true. I can also call it, it could be true. Why? Because Christendom is the second DVD of lies playing already to the entire world. Just one DVD left. Do you see how close it is? Do you see how close we are to the beginning of the end times? Just one lying video DVD, or rather DVD lies to play. Just one. Just one. We are so close, people. Just one to go for prophecy. For prophecy. For prophecy to be materialized. Just one. Whoo! I'm forever grateful, Yahuwah, to you. I'm forever grateful for the cross, yes. I'm forever grateful to you that you came to seek and save the lost. I'm forever grateful. I will be forever grateful to you. I'm forever grateful for the cross, yes. I'm forever grateful to you that you came to seek and save the lost, the lost, the lost, the lost, the lost, the lost. The lost has been found. I was once lost in this graveyard. Yahushua reached down to me and drew me out. Graveyard is not my home. Train track is not my home. No. So what are we saying? Did you see? It said when they tell you that this Messiah is in this secret chamber, don't believe it. If they also tell you it's in the wilderness, Jesus is in the wilderness anyways, we shouldn't. So I quickly want to put that in. We'll still come back here. How these people said they even build a house of the patriarchs. I think they said it's in, I forgot the place. Is it Florida or whatever? I forgot the place. The house is still there. When I browse it, I say, oh my Father, people is really doing that. Is this devil wicked? Oh, wickedness. It has no part two. All right, then. So, I pre-said that already. Secretly, Jesus has already comes. He's already ruling. All right. So now, before we comes into Quran, let's do Revelation. Revelation 17. Revelation chapter 17. There is a reason we come here. Revelation chapter 17. Let's do it. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, this is going to blow off your mind. Muslims said, or rather Mecca, let me start with Mecca. Okay, that is their most holy place or holy ground where Jesus is going to sit. Muslims said Mecca, no, not Muslims said, yeah, okay. What is the meaning of Mecca? Mecca simply means mother of all settlement. What is Jesus settling? Mecca simply means mother of all settlement. What are they settling? What are you getting a glimpse? Oh my Father, did you catch this? Are you got a revelation from this? That the most holy place where Mahdi and Jesus is going to be sitting, ruling, it is called Mecca. And the meaning of Mecca, meaning mother of all settlements, mother of all lies, mother of all deception, mother of all misleading and misguiding, the general overseer of all, They're going to be giving birth to so many. What do you know by mother? How do you, differentiate, break down mother? Mother is simply a woman that gave birth to people. So, Quran is going to be giving birth to the entire world. Is that what he's saying? Jesus is going to be giving birth to the entire world. And by so doing, what are they going to be calling them? Muslim? No more Christianity. So Christianity is going to be given to Islam. Mother of all settlements. So now let's go back to the name. Upon our forehead, the name over there is called mystery. So what is it said mystery Babylon. So what is Babylon? Do you want to get the clear picture of what Babylon actually means? Babylon, for you to understand what Babylon means, go to Genesis chapter 11. It simply means confusion. So, how we now say this organization or these religions, they are all confused people? Kingdom against kingdom? Is that what we are saying? Kingdom against kingdom? Nations against nation? Is Christian against Christian? Is Jesus against Jesus? All right. Again is a name. Mystery. What did you understand by mystery? Yeah, must be, is the key point, okay? Mystery. And the name is called Mystery. Mystery Babylon. And he said this organization is also prostitute. You have a sexual intercourse with demons. Demon bambanging you spiritually and physically. Genesis 6, demon bambanging you. These are they you saw in your dream having sexual intercourse with you. Prostitute, abominations of all the earth. Do you know what is abomination? Pig is an abomination. It's unclean. We don't touch pig. And what does Jesus mean? In Latin, when you take Jesus down to Hebrew, it's absolutely useless. It don't mean nothing. Of course, take it to Latin, from where they start the breakdown. J-E simply mean earth. S-U-S simply mean pig. Simply put, Jesus is earth pig. And pig is an abomination, unclean unto the people of the book. I'm going somewhere. So follow me. I mean the elect. Now, it said the name written on her head. What is a head? Head simply means leader. You can check that out in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 3. Yahuwah is the head of Yahushua. Yahushua is the head of the man. The man is the head of the woman. Therefore, woman, cover up your head. That is authority. So what is written? Again, Revelation 13. What was written on your head? The name of the beast. You have the name of the beast on your forehead and also in your right hand. And we also have likewise. Revelation 14. I like the breakdown of NIV said, verses 1. It said the name of Yahushua and the name of Yahuwah written on the foreheads of the elect. So who is your head? So let's tie all of this together. I don't just want to run into it and begin to take you through Quran. No, I want to first of all expose Jesus here again. Another line face, okay? We are doing another line face of Jesus. After we have done the number one face of Jesus, now we are doing the second face. We have already done the primary face, lies of Jesus. Now we are in the second line face of Jesus. Jesus is double face, okay? Is a double face. And now, 2 Thessalonians 2:7. Always remember that mystery, okay? We will still come back to that mystery. Said the name is called mystery, okay? Now, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 7 also has something to tell you or to add into this very mystery. Now listen, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now will let until he be taken out of the way. Now, there is the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit is being removed, disconnected, if you read Revelation 7, you're going to see the four winds that wanted to blow or want to blow, desire so great to blow against every single thing on earth. We see over there that angel dispatched from heaven prevent them not to do that. Until when? Until Holy Spirit sealed all the elect. Because Holy Spirit is the one sealing us now. Is the one marking us for eternal salvation. Okay. So Holy Spirit is busy doing his work now, sealing all the elect, putting the seal of divine protection upon the forehead of the elect. Okay. Now, when he has done, or when he is finished doing this, he's going to let a father. Oh my Abba. Hell is going to break loose. That is the Sharia law. That is the great tribulation. That is the Third World War. Led by Jesus through the four horsemen, just as the title said. Oh no. Now, here it said, their iniquity is a mystery. How can this be? For the mystery of iniquity is already working. He said this iniquity is being done in a mystery. Do you know what is mystery? Can you also put some light and some understanding into this word called mystery? Bring us some wisdom now. Bring it out. Come on now. Bring it out. You have that ability. And that's what we are doing here. We are doing this. That's what we are doing this Holy Set Apart platform, to sanitize you, to sensitize you. Sensitize and sanitize you, because Jesus has already sanitized you. So we need to sensitize you. We need to put sense into you. We need to call back that ability for you to reason as a human being. We need to bring back that capacity you are deposited as a human for you to reason. So I'm sensitizing you. Now, he said the mystery of iniquity is already working. So what is a mystery, or what is mystery? And what is iniquity? Iniquity simply means lawlessness, sinner. And he said this sin is being done in a mystery. So can you put it? We are connecting the two together now. No, we still have one more to go. The name is a mystery. And the iniquity is also a mystery. How can somebody be doing iniquity in a mystery? These are all your homework to do. Now, let's put the final one. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, a statement will be established. 1 Timothy chapter 3. Verses 16. I read. And without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. Great is the mystery of ungodly people, wayward people, lawlessness people. It's a great. Their ungodliness is not just a small one, it's a great one. Allahu Akbar. Great is Allah. Allah is great in wickedness. The great red dragon, the red beast, and the red dragon. Mystery Babylon, the name. Now, what is mystery? Babylon simply means confusion. And to understand this letter, this Babylon goes to the first Babylon. What are they doing over there in the first Babylon? The first Babylon was pure Ionic pagan worship. Pagan, stone and wood, or rather demon worship. That is the natural Babylon. Now the mystery Babylon. Why are they not called mystery Babylon? So the first Babylon is also the last Babylon. And the last Babylon is also the first Babylon. That is Matthew 21 verses 16 also. Either 21 or 22 or 20, 21 or 22. One of these 3. Okay. I think verses 16. I'm sure about the verse, okay. Now, he said the first is the last and the last is the first. Mystery Babylon is also the natural Babylon. So what were they doing in Babylon? What was going on over there? The first Babylon was demonic activity, demons worshipper, in like manner this mystery. So what make it a mystery? What makes it a mystery? They now use religion to mask it up. Like Sunday, it is simply me the day of sun. I think I'm going to be playing your Baba Adeboye. So I quickly want to first of all put this mystery, okay? Now, that's in First Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. Listen. Now, this Spirit speaketh expressly that in the later times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits. The one we did on the Shabbat. What was the title? That's what we are. PJC is the lying spirit. Seducer. Did you get that? It's going to seduce you to believe this. If you see this final seduction Jesus is bringing in the ground of Islam, in Mecca, mother of all settlement, the abominations of the earth. Oh no. It's going to seduce spirits and daughters of devils. If you see the daughters of devils Jesus is bringing to you, Christian, because he rejected you already. He rejected all Christendom already because you guys make him now to be answering for Allah, the slave master. Listen now, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience red with a hot iron. Now listen, speaking lies in hypocrisy. These people carry Bible, but they minister the doctrines of devils, as they are already being seduced to believe the evil spirits. They now begin to teach the doctrines of devils. Okay, who are the devil? Now he said they are speaking lies in hypocrisy. So hypocrites simply know that what we are saying is not right, but anyhow we will still speak it. What we are saying is a lie. Anyhow, but anyhow, we will still lie. Siret. What is Siret? I could remember when I was young, or rather when I was in Nigeria, then my mother was still alive. I normally have this attack on my leg that when I'm walking, sometimes we still put on shoes, still the nails will still pierce me. Something sharp object will still pierce me, especially in my left leg. Okay, so whenever a thing like that happened, my mother would just put a knife on the fire, set the fire, put knife on it. After the knife, so hot, my mother will now take some oil and pour it on top of the knife to kill any bacteria from that sharp object that pierced me. So she will open the wound and put that hot oil from the knife. And before you know it, 2-3 days, I will be well again. That leg will be fit again to walk. Now, that is how the Siret, okay? Now, Siret is also similar thing like that, but not utterly like that. That this knife will be placed in the fire. You see the way it's being hot and red. That wound, they will just use it to plaster the surface. Meanwhile, what is going to be happening inside? Inside is going to be decay. It will be definitely will decay because you did not treat the wound from the inside. You only seal it up on top of. You just seal up the surface. So inside, the injury is still there. Inside is not being treated. Inside is not healed. Before you know it, the inside is going to be decaying because it's not treated. So that is what Siret means. Now you lied. You appreciate the doctrines of devils. You seducing people to be believing that nonsense. You knew too well what you are teaching is a lie. Anyways, you still went ahead and do it in hypocrisy because your own heart is already been Siret. It's already been plastered. There's no way truth can come out because your heart is filled with lies. So in the surface, you cannot tell the truth. Though you carry the word of truth, though you carry Bible, though you know the truth, but because the ability is not there, the hot iron has already seared your heart and is now filled with lies. Though you know you are lying, but that is what you know you are here for. That is your Jesus. That is simply your Jesus. See, right, his heart is already been blocked. He never hold to the truth. He's a liar, he lies in hypocrisy. So let me see if we have done with this, then we will not spread into Quran. Now, don't get it twisted. Quran, Allah, Muslim, Muhammad knew Jesus too well. This is the problem. This is why it's a mystery. They will not take biblical Messiah's character and they not use it to mask up Poco Jesus. That is the mystery in it. Jesus is a devil, is the red beast, utterly red beast. Utterly. That is beast system. You see what the beast did to his over 10,000 souls that loved him more than anything. They even loved him more than themselves, trying to fulfill what he said. Were he able to do that? Did Jesus rapture them? Did Jesus repay them? Did Jesus reward them? Did Jesus not become a stain in their white garment they put on? That is beast system. And that is the mark of the beast. Now listen. The beast system have double face. The beast system has what? Double face. According to our royal law, there is a spirit of anti-Messiah and there is a flesh of anti-Messiah. Man of flesh. Spirit of anti-Messiah has been walking on earth right from the very AD 30, which is the Jesus. That was why it's a mystery. The Jesus in Islam is not a mystery. But the Jesus walking right now on earth in the Christendom is a mystery. But it's going to be revealing, wow, just the way it is, like a broad daylight. Now, the Jesus in Christianity is not clear, it's on clear TV to the world. Okay, some say, after that wickedness, and that prophecy was all over the places, in the radio station, in the television house, in the newspaper. They even published it. They themselves put it in the newspaper. When Jesus released that wicked prophecy through William Miller, they now put it in the newspaper. Rapture, 1844, October 22nd. We're going to be flying to the sky. It was on the news station. It was on the radio station. It was on the newspaper. It was everywhere. That was why the mockery was just too high for them to handle. Now, like you heard from the very victim. So, I will put this. Before I put it, let me first of all play Una Baba. Una Baba na Baba. Una Baba na Baba. Oh, I want to play Una Baba video. Where is Una Baba video? We'll be getting some understanding from Una Baba. Una Baba, Adeboye. People thought Adeboye is crazy. Adebo. See me, see Adebo. See me, see Adebo. Adebo is not crazy. Adebo doesn't have dementia. Adebo is a Baba. He is speaking for Baba. All right, now listen. We want to first of all hear from the Baba, from Una Baba, not my Baba. From Una Baba Adeboye. The message Una Baba, Jesus Christ gave unto Una Baba Adeboye. Christy, I fed for you. I'm feeling sorrowful for you guys. He said the scariest word in all existence, depart from me. I never knew you. And Jesus is also doing likewise, because Jesus said you people put words in his mouth. Jesus said you people put lie on him. You put a lie on him, and Allah is not going to be taking that lightly with you guys. So before we now go into the crying of Jesus in Quran, Jesus is crying over there. I would like us first of all to listen to Una Baba. See me, see Una Baba Adeboye. Jesus sent him a message unto you guys. Like I said, anti-Messiah have a spirit and he also have flesh. The Jesus in Islam is the flesh of anti-Messiah. The Jesus in the Christendom, it is simply the Jesus, the spirit of anti-Messiah. What is the title? Another face of PJC. The lying spirit. It's coming as a radical Muslim. I don't know what you take the play here. Now let's first of all hear from Una Baba. The message Jesus gave to Una Baba.
I am not doubting God. I know with him all things are possible.
Not true.
He told me through some of my people. He
Shouldn't
told
be lying.
me,
I shouldn't be
he
laughing.
said, a day is coming when the Redeemed Christian Church of God, when their governing council wants to
Governing-
hold their meeting.
Governing council,
They
eh?
will hold the meeting
On the moon.
on the moon. I know that doesn't make sense. But then, that's God, eh? Just like he said to me, don't ask for a house. I've decided to build you a city. And he was talking to somebody living in a room in Moshe. When I shared with those people who are with me, they all laughed. They are still laughing because they can see what God is doing. When God says, we will one day be holding our meetings in the moon. On the moon.
On the moon.
You don't have to believe it, but he has spoken, and it's going to come to pass. Every great thing that God has prophesied concerning you shall come to pass.
That is the heaven. God. That is where Jesus is going to flew all of you to on the moon. I'm forever grateful, Yahweh, to you. I'm forever grateful for the cross, yes. I'm forever grateful to you that you came to seek and save the lost. Did you just hear from Una Baba Adeboye that Jesus Christ told him that when the Redeemed Church, one day they will be holding their governing council, governing system, always knows that a kingdom of the moon is about to bring down his governing system. That when they want to have a meeting concerning their governing system, or governing council, Jesus said he's going to flew them all to the moon, and they're going to be having that meeting on the moon. Demon is playing out. Demon is hiding in the very plain sight. Demon is manifesting, speaking. What? You know what is moon? Christian is the sun. Sun worship, you know the worship of Sunday. And Allah is the moon god. It's in the history. Have you ever wondered why when you see mosque, why are they putting moon, cresting moon? They are lunar calendar. They always watch every month for the moon. And moon is determining their feast. Moon is determining their year. And moon is determining everything that has to do with Islam. So they worship the god of moon. And Allah is a moon god, is in history. It's in Egypt. Is the god of Egypt. It came from there. And Christians worship the sun. That is why they worship Sunday, the day of sun. What do you think? You thought when they say Sunday, it is the day sun is shining with all its power or in all its brilliancy. It is the day. It is the only day we get sun on earth. Sunday. No, it is what it is. Exactly what it is. It is what it is. Simply what it is. It is the day of sun. It's also in the history. This is the day literal Babylon, normal Babylon used to worship sun. They dedicated that day unto sun, and they will be looking up to the sun and worship. It is the day of sun, and so thus they call it sun a day. It is clear. It's in the history. Now question mark. Why should the God of Christian told your Baba Adeboye that a time is coming where Christian is going to be having their meeting, governing meeting on the moon? Why not on the sun? Why not in heaven? Sure, they said Jesus is going to be fluid them into heaven. Why not heaven? Why not also on the sun? Why only on the moon? It is prophetic. The moon kingdom is coming down. The moon kingdom is the Sharia law. The moon kingdom is the third world war. The moon kingdom is the great tribulation. That is why the God of Christian revealed it unto Adeboye that the time is on its way coming. Oh no, I cry for you, Christian. Disaster is hanging all over you. Yet you are not seeing it. Your inability to see this very hanging disaster is hurting my stomach over here. He's turning my stomach. He's creating chaos on my head. How are they not seeing it?
I am not doubting God.
How?
I know with Him
How?
all things are possible.
You can't see this. He
He
told
told
you.
some of my people.
Mm.
He told me, he said, a day is coming when the Redeemed Christian Church of God, when their governing council wants to hold their meeting,
Governing
they will
council.
hold the meeting
On the moon.
on the moon. I know that doesn't make sense.
It makes sense. Perfect sense. That's why I'm using it. To me, it makes perfect sense. To me, it adds up so perfectly. The God of the moon, Allah, is disastrous. So, I quickly first of all want to put this so that I'm preparing your heart for what is coming. After we have done this, so I would like us to go now into Quran, though I'm not going to be reading any of this, okay? But I will give it to you. It's your homework. It is simply your homework. Though I saw this write-up, whether last year, I don't know, I copy it. I saw it on Facebook, straight, on the news feed. I just copy it. I said, no, this one is also good because I love something like this where Quran is being put together. All right. So you shouldn't be mistakenly and say, hey, Muslims don't know what they are talking. They don't know what they are saying. Don't mistake that and don't take it for granted. They knew exactly what they are saying. This is your Babaridi, that your Jesus told him that you're gonna ascend to moon. Oh no, this one is so wicked. That was so Jesus is so wicked. Another lying face of Jesus. That's what we are doing over here. Now let's see. He listed up to 12 how much Quran indeed know Jesus. So what is hurting my stomach now? It is that they will not take the biblical Messiah's character and they will not use it to mask up Poco Jesus. Jesus is the red beast. And all his governing system is the mark of the beast system. Genetic modified organism is not real. It is junks. You keep feeding your spirit with that junks. Your insulin resistance is about to kick in. Therefore, diabetes is going to be it's going to be stroke is going to be because it's simply spiritual insulin resistance. And diabetes, step in. Okay. Stroke, step in. Kidney problem, step in. Heart disease, step in. Heart attack, heart failure, hypertension, cardiac arrest. These are all the family, the WhatsApp group of a lying spirit. It's going to mislead you. It's going to misguide you. It's going to twist. It's going to seduce. Now, don't get it twisted, like I said, that Islam is a novice or a naive about Jesus. They don't know Jesus. Come on, a whole Quran chapter 19 dedicated unto Jesus. But what pains me, or what is still paining me now, they will be masking it up with pagan. They will use that the markup of Jesus. Now listen. Number one, Quran. Number one, Jesus was born of a virgin. Quran chapter 19 verses 20 through 22. Number two, Jesus was faultless. Quran chapter 19 verses 19. Number three, Jesus was a great healer of the sick. Quran chapter 3 verses 49. Quran chapter 5 verses 110. And number four, Jesus is a sign. Quran chapter 19 verses 21. Quran 21 verses 91. Number five, Jesus is a mercy. Quran chapter 19 verses 21. Number 6, Jesus is a witness. Quran chapter 5 verses 117. Number 7, Jesus can create and give life. Quran chapter 3 verses 49. And number 8, Jesus is the Messiah. Quran chapter 4 verses 171. Number 9, Jesus is the word of Allah. Okay, Quran chapter 4 verses 171. So number 9, let's proceed. Jesus is the word of Allah. Okay, that was number 9. Okay, number 10, Jesus is the spirit of Allah. Ro Allah. I cannot read Arabic. Okay, Quran chapter 4 verses 171. Number 11, Jesus was taken to Allah's paradise. Quran chapter 4 verses 157. Number 12, Jesus will come back again. Quran, where is it? Okay, Jesus will come back again. Okay, they didn't put the Quran. Okay, yes, there's a Quran here. Quran chapter 3 verses 45. Quran chapter 43 verses 61. This is all the Quran. It's coming back again. What is it coming to do? You will see it. Quran chapter 5, like I quoted already. Chapter, where is it? Quran chapter 5 verses 116 or so. I hope I'm not making a mistake. For this one, we'll call strike later. Now, listen, the double face of Jesus, that's what we are looking to. So by now, you know, you're fully convinced, isn't it, that Muslims know your Jesus very well. It's also in the Quran. Jesus is not just only in the mystery Babylon, in the Christendom, but also in the Quran. Is a very powerful, big public figure in the Quran. Though they will call him Isa. Okay. Now listen. Christians said, Jesus died on Friday and resurrected on Sunday, isn't it? Okay. Now listen. Who is worshiping Allah on Friday? Whose set apart day of rest is Friday? That is Muslim. Allah give it to them to watch for. It is the day of their rest. It is the day that comes together to worship Allah. Allahu Akbar in wickedness. Okay. Now, the God of the moon is being worshipped, observed on a Friday, the day Jesus died. Now, the God of the sun is also Jesus. This is the double face of Jesus unfolding unto you. Is Sunday. They say he resurrected on Sunday. That is the hours, okay, because hours is 3 days and 3 nights. A whole 72 hours must be completed, okay. A common primary school child can even put all 3 together, 3 days and 3 nights. What number? 72. Okay. Now we don't rationalize the issue over here, like I said. Now, Jesus, 2 hands. One is in Islam, and one is in the Christian, the double face of Jesus. Jesus being worshipped on Friday, Jesus being worshipped on Sunday. Now, ours is in the middle of both. Shabbat. Shabbat is in the midst of Sunday and Friday, isn't it? All right, now, Matthew 27, I think verses 38 or so, let me be sure. We saw 2 thieves, okay, on the cross. Yahushua was in the midst. Friday is a thief and Sunday is another thief. Jesus in Islam is a thief. Allah is also a thief. Okay, so they worship Allah on Friday and they worship Jesus on Sunday. Yes, I'm correct. Matthew 27 verses 38. You see, so Christian is a thief. What are they doing? Muslim is a thief. What are they stealing from you? They will steal. Jesus will steal the knowledge of salvation. Yes, that's what he's taking from you. Destroy your CCTV camera. That is what lying spirit does. At the end of the day, at the end of the race, it will send you to the underworld of eternal suffering. Oh, little children, eternity is too far. Have you ever seen somebody will be walking, can't even sit on a second, just for one moment? Let me put my buttocks and rest. What will happen to that person? What won't happen to that person? Walking. That is eternity. There's no rest. Okay, there's no rest in it. So now we want to do now the title. Literally, indirectly, Moses is saying that Judas Iscariot is the Messiah of Christendom. What do I mean? The double face of Jesus Christ. That's what I'm revealing. No? Okay, first of all, let us go through why Jesus is coming. Because you lie too much, okay? Jesus says so. Jesus says so. That's why Jesus also rejected you guys and say, you just put a word on me. You put a lie on me. I never said so that you guys should worship me. Why are you guys lying on me? Can we do that? Now listen. Quran, where is it? Chapter 2, verses 16. See the lie you guys is telling. They say Allah has begotten a son. Glory be to, I will give it to him the way Quran stated it, okay? Glory be to him. Glory be to him. He is what the heavens and the earth contain. All things are obedient. I will just read it the way it is. Or should P be upon Allah? Allah P and Allah, what is going on here? And Allah P be upon him. Should we be saying that also? You know, they always cry, may the P and the P of Muhammad be upon Muhammad. You know, they're always crying that. But there's no peace for the wicked because you came to pervert our book. This is someone else intellectual. You just came, you know, to pervert it. And it's punishable by, you know, by death. So you do that on earth, somebody's, you know, literature, you just pervert it in that manner. It is criminality. It's criminal offense. Okay, now listen. Let me take it again. They say Allah has begotten a son. Glory be to him. He is what the heavens and the earth contain indeed. All things are obedient unto him. Creator of heavens, that is Allah. Oh, this one is not. Are you mad? Allah is mad, eh? You created all things. You decrease. You created all iniquity. Yeah, what's my name? Now let's proceed to the other one. Now, Quran chapter 5, verses 160. I'm correct. I'm reading from Quran. Then Allah will say, Jesus, son of Mary, did you ever say to mankind, worship me and my mother as God beside me? Oh, Jesus, that's I never knew. I never. They lied on me. He not said, Allah, may your pool and your people be upon you. You know all things. You see my heart now is very open. But I don't know. If I was the one who taught these people to be worshiping me, Allah, you would have seen it too. This is the cry Jesus is crying night and day before Allah. Is there? Allah flew him to his paradise. Should that be really or let me also quote, Allah have no son. And you people said Allah have a son. Is a lie. Allah is a slave master. Okay, let me be kind. Let me just read another one. Wonderful. Okay, Quran chapter 6 verses 101. Wonderful, originator of heaven and earth. How can he have a son when he has no wife? He created all things and he had a full knowledge of all. Allah have no wife, but yeah, you people say you have a son. Oh my Abba. They also say another one. Quran chapter 9 verses 30. The Yahudim say Ezra is the son of Yahweh. Why the Christians say Jesus is the son of Allah? Such are their whatever by which they imitate the infidels of old, and may Allah punish them because they say you are perverse. They are perverse. You are. He said Allah will punish you for that reason. People that are swearing for you. Let's go another one. Quran chapter 3 verses 68. Let's quickly also do some reading here. They said Allah has begotten a son. Allah forbid. Allah forbid. Self-sufficient is He. He is all that the heavens and the earth contain? Surely for this you have no whatever sanction would you say of Allah what you know not. Don't say what you don't know, because Allah is not a father. Quran again, chapter 19, verses 35. Such was Jesus, the son of Mary, that the whole truth, which they still doubt. Allah forbid that he himself should begat a son. When he decrees a thing, he need only say, be and it is so. You see Allah, super deal. Super deal. Quran chapter 19 verses 88. Another one. Those who say Allah, those who say Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy has begotten a son, preach a delicious falsehood. They say you are preaching falsehood, at which the very heavy might crack. They say if Allah have heaven, Allah have a son, heaven will crackle. Hey. This one is strong. It will crack asunder. Heaven will crack and the earth break asunder and the mountain crumble to dust, that they should ascribe a son to the merciful when it does not become the Lord of mercy to begat one. This is what they are coming. This is what Jesus is coming to. We take another one. Quran chapter 23 verses 91. Say how then can you be so bewitched? We have revealed to them the truth, but they are liars. It's all of it is a lie. Never has Allah begat a son, nor is there any other God beside Allah. Away, where this otherwise, each God would. I beg, is it on my stomach? I hate reading Quran. I hate it. It's turning my stomach. Anyway, let me also do one of this one. Quran 37. I'm just doing it because of you, because I want to enlighten you. I hate this book. It's they turn my stomach. It's provoking me. Which kind of rubbish be this? Now me, you consider the John Allah they propagate a Quran. What's forbid though? Mama, let's still do one more. I read this already. Quran 23, 91. Now let's do Quran 37 verses 151. Surely they lie when they declare Allah has begotten children. They say you are a liar. Another Quran 39 verses 4. Had it been his will to adopt a son, he would have chosen whom he pleased out of his own creature. Another one, Quran 43 verses 82. Say, if the Lord of mercy had a son, I wouldn't be the first to worship him. Muhammad said, assuming Allah was having a son, he said, I would have been first to worship him. Okay. He would have been the very first person to bow down and worship him. All right, let's proceed. I hate Quran, okay? Let's proceed. My curiosity now drove me down to Quran, to study Quran. My curiosity to know the actual one, since they said Bible is corrupted, and I said they'll be preaching Muslim has been talking to me about Quran. I was so curious. I said, really? All right, now, it is also good I study their source. Let me see what is their God saying or what it is over there. Let me go. When I got the people, I purged over 1 week because the Quran shook my stomach. He purges me. He purges me. He purges me. He tore my stomach. He tore my stomach. I said, what is this? I'm not testing no bitter leaf at all. The very medicinal to my soul. Rather, Quran keep, raising my insulin, my spiritual insulin. Keep going higher. Keep going higher. Keep almost bust. Before Abayewa came to my rescue and said, stop studying, you say, it's total nonsense. When I read this, I will say, if you see errors, chronologically, it's not arranged. Like Bible, you will see Genesis chapter 1, Genesis chapter 2, 3, all the way to 50. until the end of Genesis. Therefore, you will not proceed into Exodus. You also see from Exodus chapter 1 to the end. Therefore, so until Revelation. Chronologically arranged. But correct is it so? You will see one story here before you will see that story again to continue. I don't know how they understand that book. It's so confusing. Indeed, it's a mystery Babylon. Very confusing. How can I? Because when I'm reading Bible, I want to get to the end. I want to see the consummation of this topic. I want to see how it ends. That is why those days, I'm still doing it now. When Jesus gives me some scripture, I don't just jump into it. When he was giving me, he said it took us already, brought us to the Garden of Eden. I should go and study the books. When he said have faith, I will first of all read the full passages. Then I will not stick with what he gave to me. It was perverting Bible. Okay, so let me reserve this. We'll be doing that next week Sunday. I think I'm going to be adding all the scriptures he used to lie to me. I think I will be doing all together. I pray Abba you will help me. I'll be doing it all together. How he perverted it all. I can also take this one as another subject. How he spoiled the word of Yahweh in our hands. Okay, but Quran, you can get to you will see chapter 1 here. You will be the other one is another thing entirely. That is, it's not conclusive. You will just read one before you knew it. You will be expected to jump into the same matter. Okay, to continue, you will be expected the continuation. But when you open to other page, there's no continuation. Another thing entirely. How can people get understanding for such a crazy book, for such a confused book? He's so confused. Chronologically, it's not arranged. So what am I doing first of all with the chaos and confusion of my soul? No, I don't want it. I love Bible. I die here. I die here. I goes nowhere. Allah leave me alone. I die here. Now listen. Okay. Quran again, chapter 72, verses 3. He exalted be the glory of Allah, has taken no wife, nor has he begotten any children. This is why they are bringing sword. This is why sword is going to pass through your head if you don't renounce this belief that Jesus Christ, Allah have a son. Oh my Abba. The blasphemy of one among us has uttered, went on falsehood against Allah, though we had supposed no man or jinn, which is angel, could tell of him what is untrue. Okay now, Quran chapter 112, verses 1 through 14. I will be doing summary. Just read just one. Say Allah is one, the eternal Allah. He begat none. No. It said it doesn't begat nobody. Say, Allah is one, the eternal Allah. He begat none, nor was he begatting none is equal to him. He don't have no children and never will he have. So this is why a sword is going to pass through your head, Christian, because Jesus is going to renounce all these things. He said that I never say I'm a son. I never say I'm a God. I never say I'm a father. I never say I'm what you called me. I only told you I'm just a messenger of Allah. I'm a prophet. This is what Jesus is coming to tell you guys. Isn't this heartbreaking? Let me cry for you before the time comes. Isn't this heartbroken? Oh no. Like I once experienced heartbroken. Oh, Jesus showed me. Jesus overdo me. I gave away my income. I said there was a day, there's no place to sleep. I slept kitchen for my foolishness. Believing demonic activity, giving away my own document, giving away my own job where I get my food, giving away myself. When I nearly came into this Netherlands, a lot of men were asking my hand in marriage. Jesus kept chasing them away. I said, they are not your husband. The man I have for you is Charlie Brown. I said, but he's not ready. He said, this is why you are a helper. I think I'm going to be doing this message apart. He said, you are a helper. You must help him to be born again. You must help him to be born again. Jesus, I keep rejecting men. Men like Fred were able to do wealth did. Jesus rejects it. He said, no way. It is Charlie Brown. So Jesus make me to miss my own husband. I'm 53 now. Is it now I want to bother myself for marriage? Jesus denied me of that glory. Wasted all my life, a whole 20, how many years? A whole 29 years with one man. Jesus keep lying to me and says he's going to be born again. Lottery money is going to come. Miracle money is going to come. And this and that. I'm single woman today because Jesus deceived me, misled me. Do you know the challenge we are facing? Or rather, let me talk of myself. I'm facing as a single person. Do you think it's easy to be alone? Do you think I'm not feeling it? Jesus made me so. When I was young, men were coming. Jesus said, they are not my husband. That is this Charlie Brown. Look at what Jesus did to me today. Where is the Charlie Brown? May turn that fire Jesus in Yahweh's mighty name. Now listen, the double face, you see already, Jesus is going to reject you all. So now we want to do the heavy. The heavy. If you see what Jesus did on the cross. Let's see who did that. Quran, chapter 4, verses 157 through 158. So let's do this one. This is the foundational scriptures. I want to do one before we then proceed into the other. Maybe you know what the others say already because I have already done that. Okay, Second Chronicle. The other one is 1 Kings chapter 22, verses 1 through 23. You want to go into battle. You want to claim back what the enemy has stolen from you. You want to take territory. You want to take territory with a lying spirit. You want to gain salvation with a lying spirit. A double face. This Jesus in Muslim. Now let me also quickly put this out. Revelation 17 or 19 said they are of one mind. The beast, Jesus in Muslim, Jesus in Christendom are of one mind. Now listen, what happened? The Allah in the Muslim is also the same Allah in the Christendom. And the Jesus in Christendom is also the same Jesus in Muslim. Now, this is how they are doing it, okay? They position themselves every four corners of the earth. Okay, if you don't want to be Muslim, okay, you are not escaping me. You will still meet me in the Christendom. Now, if you don't want to be a Christian, I'm also waiting for you in the Muslim in the ground of Muslim. Okay, if you don't want to be any of these two, okay, you are Yahudi or Jewish in the Holy Land, Synagogue of Satan, you will still meet me there. Okay, you want to worship stone and wood, don't worry, I'm there, you will still meet me there. Okay, you want to put your trust on the politicians, you will still meet me there. Okay, it is science now your God. I'm also there waiting for you. I will be giving to you or whatever you want to know. So this is how they shelter themselves into these many parts. Okay, so you are not escaping. Allah even says so. We'll be reading that now. We are going more detail now, more deeper in Quran. Now, like what they call him, your Baba, another your Baba, Emiloko, Tinubu, Nigeria president, Nigeria current president. You see, his wife is a Christian, a pastor in Redeemed Church, where they're going to be flying into the moon and worship Allah on the moon and worship Jesus also on the moon. Now, your Baba himself, Emiloko, Tinubu, is a Muslim, husband and wife. So they spread to the right, they spread to the left. So this is the game of politics. That when they were doing their campaign of presidency, his wife would be talking to the Christendom, while the husband would be talking to Islam. You know, I'm your brother. The wife will say, you know, I'm your sister Christy. Vote us to power. Vote us to power. Vote us to power. Don't worry. We have our money already. God has already blessed us. We are only coming to serve Nigeria. This is what the wife of Tinubu said. We are only coming to serve Nigeria. What is going on today as you gave them the power? So what happened? They turned their back on you. This is Jesus. You vote Jesus into power. You vote Jesus into power. So this is, you vote him because spiritual is legal. Spiritual is not illegal. Everything we do spiritual is legal. Just take that lesson from this physical world we are. Everything is legal. Okay? In like manner spiritual, Romans chapter 1 verses 20, it said the visible things is going to be giving us understanding about the invisible things. Okay? Now, visible things, for somebody to come to power throughout the entire world, you need to vote. You need to cast your vote. People need to give you the power. People need to stand by you. People need to say, you are the one we have chosen. Come and govern us. Spiritually, they said, you vote Jesus for power? Yes, exactly. You gave Jesus power. So you vote Jesus to power. He's ruling over you. And again, the whole world is about to vote another Jesus into power. Okay, Muslim has already voted Jesus in Muslim. You see all the categories, you see all the qualifications, you see all the characters of Jesus in the Muslim. So they have already voted again Jesus to power. Okay, so it is for Jesus to come and sit now and rule. And we also have this in the history, Antiochus Epiphanes. Okay, Antiochus Epiphanes, like the goats that have double horn. Okay. Oh, Shandalabo Sekeyaba. Has okay, in Daniel chapter 7, Daniel chapter 8, okay, we see that horn with we see the goat with large horn and the little horn. So the large horn is started from Antiochus Epiphanes, the Christendom. You know, they are the goat empire. They are the goat in Matthew 25 that couldn't get it clear, and they missed the kingdom because they are the goat. And the little horn is Islam in one body, just one body. Jesus' tricks he used to heal. Jesus is also having two healths. He will use one to attack you, and he will also use one to heal you. Like the woman he used me to heal in the prison, Muslim woman, in the prison of stroke, Jesus was the one who attacked her. Like Sophia, he also used me to healed of lungs cancer. Jesus was the one also attacked her. So he will use one head to attack, he will use the other head to reverse it, to undo it. So Jesus wanted to be used for all those nonsense, for all those rubbish, strong delusion. So now we see already. Let's proceed more and see how this played out. The Quran I just quoted, chapter 4, verses 157 through 158. Let's do it. All right, so let's read Quran chapter 4, verses 157 and 158, and we'll also take their commentary. We'll also read their commentary, okay, from their history book. Now let's read. And for this saying, indeed, we have killed the Messiah, Jesus, the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah, and they did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but another was made to resemble him to them. And indeed, those who are different over are okay. Let me see if it is I or if. Okay, different over it are in doubt about it. They have no knowledge of it, except the following of assumption, and they did not kill him nor crucify him. Rather, Allah raised him to himself, and ever is Allah exalted in might and wise. I just want to give it to you. I don't tolerate nonsense, because this your Quran is always turning my stomach. Now listen, did you see how Allah did it? And you see what Korah said, that they never crucified Jesus. Jesus never died. Remember, Jesus is not the Son of God. Allah have no son. And Christian, you said that Allah have a son. They are coming for you for that. And Jesus never died on the cross. He was never crucified, buried, nor resurrected. He's not God and he's not the Son of God. These are the 5 pillars of Christendom, and Islam is against it, and we support Islam for that reason. This is Jesus in the Muslim Christian in the Islamic world speaking to the Jesus. Hey, what a confusion! Little children, the journey of eternity. You don't know how far it is. You don't really know how far it is. It's too far. It's too far. You can't walk it. It is simply endlessly. You can't. You can't handle. You can't handle it. It's too far. The Jesus that I know have good thoughts for you. Now listen, they said he was never crucified. Rather, Allah flew him up to his paradise. As we are talking now, Jesus is in the paradise of Allah, and to be returned for just one reason. I think I quoted that already. Quran chapter 5. Quran chapter 5, verses 116. So you put Jesus in that situation. So I would like to read from their history book how Allah did it. All right, let me read their history. According to Islamic history quoted by Imam, I can't read Arab, okay? It was Judas who faced death on the cross, and not Jesus, whom God had raised unto himself. So according to this history, he narrated that how did Allah did it. Okay, I don't know if I will be able to read all because I still have so much to do. Now, how did Allah, you can also do your common research, okay? I'm reading from Noble Quran. How did, it said, according to this very history from their source, how did Allah did it? Judah informed that the prophet, when the Roman armies came, to arrest Jesus, should I be reading it? It's really long, but I've read it. I wanted to explain. Okay, let me see if I will be able to take charge of your whatever. Okay, let me see if I will be able to. When the rabbis could no longer obey. Okay. Islam is explaining when the rabbis, that is the Sadducees, the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the whatever, could they endure, according to them, could they endure the prophet? They are calling him prophet. Could they no longer bear Prophet Jesus preaching? They hated. They hated. What is it? They hated conspiracies to eliminate him, with the help of one of his disciples, Judas, who is known as whatever in Arabic. I cannot read Arabic history. With the help of Judas, the rabbi used Roman soldiers in their plan. So Muslim is telling us now how it happens, okay? Judas informed them that Prophet Jesus would be alone in a room at a particular time. Okay, Judas, as he is known in the Bible, accompanied by the Roman soldiers, made his way to the place where Prophet Jesus was offering his prayers. Judas instructed the soldiers to remain outside and entered the room alone. However, before Judas entered the room, God raised Jesus up. Allah raised Jesus up. So when Judas entered the room was empty. Judas' appearance, let's see miracle. the room was empty. What is going on? This one fear me. Oh. Okay now. Okay. Okay, let me take it again. However, before Judas entered the room, Allah raised up Jesus. So when Judas entered the room was empty. Judas' appearance was miraculously transformed to resemble that of Prophet Jesus. The soldiers, despite his protest, captured him and crucified him in place of Jesus. Quran has recorded, and for there you will say, we killed Messiah, Jesus the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. They did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but to them the one crucified was given the look of Jesus. Those who different concern him, Jesus, surely are in doubt. Regarding him, they have no knowledge of him except the following of assumption, and they did not kill him. They did not kill him, except rather Allah raised him up to Allah's paradise. Did you see how Allah did these wonders? So, Christian, Allah is saying plainly in a very plain language. This one is not speaking his own native language when you want to lie. Your God in the Muslim ground says he took the head of Judah. You see, miraculously. So this is the message. This is the message in Sharia law, the Great Tribulation, the Third World War, the very one Jesus is going to lead. Revelation chapter 6, Revelation chapter 7 is the leader of the four horsemen, converting you to this very crap that I read. Little children, you don't know how far this journey of eternity is, do you? If you know, you should have wrapped all this around your head and beginning to put your house in order. Do you see how Allah said they did it? Now, as we are talking now, Judas is in the place of Jesus, and Jesus still have the face of Judas in Allah's paradise. Why? Isn't this prophetic? Why do they say Judas? Why not Peter? Why not Paul? Okay, Paul wasn't there then. Yeah, Paul wasn't there then. Why not Peter, John, James, and every other one? Why only Judas? Why? This is prophetic. Remember, Judas was a thief. So Jesus flew into Allah's paradise with the face of a thief, okay? With the face of a thief and a betrayer. Judas betrayed Yahushua himself. And here Allah is saying Jesus was that Judas that betrayed Yahushua, that betrayed heaven. He betrayed Yahuwah. Yahushua make it so clear. Shabbat is my rest day. Jesus said, no way, it is Sunday. Yahushua said, don't even think that I've come to destroy the law, nor the prophet, until all is fulfilled. What was the criteria? Until heaven and the earth is no more. Prophet Moshe also rephrased it. First of all, he said, Yahushua said, I come to fulfill the prophet and also the law. Until heaven and earth is no more. When you read Matthew 5:17 through 20, he said, don't even think about it. So what was the criteria? Until heaven and the earth is no more. And Deuteronomy 30 verses 19 said, this day I call heaven and earth to bear witness that I have given you the law. And Revelation 21 verses 1 said, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth are no more. Therefore, what is the first heaven and the first earth doing? They are bearing testimony for the law. That you are a lawbreaker. When you break it, they will record it against you. You are a lawbreaker. Your generations are lawbreaker. Forefathers are lawbreaker. In fact, you are all lawbreakers, iniquity people, lawless people. Now, do you see the first heaven But Jesus said he destroyed the law. That is why Christians don't keep the law. So how can you be so sure and be faithful unto a deity that is not truthful, that is not trustworthy? If you can make a change of mind and say, first of all, I give you the Shabbat to keep. Now it is not Sunday. Are you not afraid of such a deity? How come? What makes you believe now that he can also change his mind and say once before, yeah, the practicing of Christianity, that was mine. Indeed, I went to the cross. I was killed, buried, resurrected, and I'm a God and the Son of God. I'm not just a prophet. What makes you think that he will not change his mind and say, no. Christian is the one lying here. They put this on me, Allah. Please so. Don't cast me to fire. I did not say I am God. I did not ask them to worship me. I never said so. They are the one putting words on my mouth. And they are the one lying on me. What makes you feel that this same demon will not change his mind? What makes you think that this demon is going to be loyal unto you? Is going to stick with what he told you? That one day, he will also change his mind like he did change his mind. If you say Shabbat is perpetual, what makes you change your mind? What makes you change your mind? If you said all the feasts are perpetual, now what makes you change your mind that you now brought in Babylon? Look at Christian Babylon, Christmas, January 1st, Easter, every nonsense they observe. Ilakmana, Islam, Salah, Hajjah, and what they call the other one, they also have. Now you're going to be worshiping Friday. You're going to be keeping Friday and no more Sunday. You're going to be celebrating Salah, Hajjah, what they call the other one, whatever. I think they have 3 feasts. You're going to be celebrating all that. No more Christmas, Revelation 18, because the beast is the Jesus is coming for you. It's coming for you. So you see how Allah did it. Did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see how he just did it? He said, Jesus carried the face of Judas into Allah's paradise. As we are still speaking, Jesus is with Allah's face. Jesus is with Judas' face. Hey! I'm forever grateful. This would have been my story to you. I'm forever grateful for the cross, yes. I'm forever grateful to you that you came to seek and save the lost. You see, Abeyehowa is also putting something in my heart. That all the scriptures Jesus perverted in my heart. That I should do that one next. Oh, my Father, when am I going to be narrating the paradise of Jesus? I'm scared, Abeyehowa. When am I going to be done? When am I going to be done with this topic? He just dropped it in my heart. On the Shabbat, he said I should walk with all the scriptures Jesus twisted in my heart. He twisted it. It is the word of Abeyehowa. But Jesus twisted it in my heart. He said I should take that one apart. Oh, my Abba. Abeyehowa, leave me alone. I want to be done. I want to narrate the paradise of Jesus. You know why I'm so, happy when it gets to narrating the paradise of Jesus? Because that was the night I saw my Messiah, a black guy. And again, there's another one that follows after this, open heaven. Abeyehowa gave me the title already. So I want to talk about that open heaven. I think that one is going to lead to my miracle. I think that one is going to lead to my rest. I think that one is going to bring down Yahushua. I think that one is going to unveil Yahushua into the world. I think that one is going to come with breaking news. I think so. I'm not prophesying, but I just think so. You see, Abeyehowa. Anyways, no problem. So next week, this on the Shabbat, we'll be talking about all the scriptures Jesus twisted in my hand. Thank you, Abeyehowa is so wise and so powerful. You see, he want me to also have that video, how Jesus twisted scriptures in our hands. He said he destroyed Shabbat. He now gave the Sunday. So if he have done that, what make you think now that one day he will not also reject Sunday and give you now Friday? Because Shabbat came with its own rules and regulations. Jesus stripped that of over 3 billion souls on earth. He now gave the Sunday to be observing as their day of rest. Now, what make you think, since he is not faithful unto what he first of all said, is not so faithful to what he said, that only one name is given, and that name is Yahushua, not Jesus. Jesus is not even up to 400 years old. So he's not faithful to all the feasts in Leviticus chapter 23. All the biblical feasts he done away with all. He's not faithful any longer. So what make you think now that he will be faithful to Christmas? He will be faithful to January 1st. He will be faithful to Easter. He will be faithful to all these things you observe as your celebration. If he's not faithful to the first he gave the primary, know ye that he won't be faithful unto the secondary, neither the third. But the third is the end of it all, which is the Friday. Because you said Jesus is that person, but Jesus never gave you Shabbat anyways. So let me remove Shabbat. But you are thief. We are in the middle. When we turn our left hand, we see thief over there. When we turn our right hand, we see thief over there. But the right hand thief should have been having this great privilege of repentance. Should have been having this great chance to make it into heaven. Okay? Because they are the seed of Keturah, but they were being circumcised, but Christian is not getting it. I think that's the area we are proceeding into now. We want to go to the original. So you see already. Luke 22, verses 1 through 6. Let me quickly read here. Because this is the one they said miraculously. You see that commentary. Their commentary. You see how he committed? Miraculously. Allah now changed the face of Jesus and give Jesus the face of Judah and give Judas the face of Jesus. So as we are talking now, Jesus is with the face of Judas. Who died on the cross was Judas. Allah is the great deception of all time. And we also read Quran. Yes, let me first of all quickly read it here before we now also shift into Quran. That Allah said so clear. Now listen. Luke chapter 22, Allah make it so clear that He's the best of all deceiver. Quran chapter 3 verses 54, Quran chapter 7 verses 99, Quran chapter 8 verses 30. Allah make it so clear that He is the best of all deceiver. And Yahushua make us know who is a liar and the best of all deceiver. It is the red dragon. John 8:44, you are of your father the devil, the will of your father ye will do. For he never hold to the truth. He was a murderer. He never hold on to the truth. When he wants to lie, he enter his native language, Arabic language. He is a liar and the father of all liars. Revelation 12:9, the great dragon, the great red dragon deceived the entire world. What are you saying? Are you mad? Jesus, madness from the belly of Jesus is wolfing everywhere. You telling me it's going to flow you into heaven? Okay, when we get to the paradise of Jesus, I think you're going to be blown off. Now listen. Luke 22 verses 1 through 6. Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. 2. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might kill him, for they feared the people. 3. And then entered Judah. Okay, then entered Satan into Judas, son named Iscariot, being one of the number of 12. So Allah flew the face of Judas that is filled with Satan. He said, then Satan entered Judas. Therefore, Allah now carried Satan into heaven because Satan entered Judas. And Allah carried that same face of Judas and put it upon Jesus. Oh, what uncleanness, indeed abominations of all the earth. What are we saying? The Jesuses in the Islam is returning back as a radical Muslim to convert all of you into Muslim. You're going to be Muslimism. I don't know whether I speak that English, but it's not. It's none of my business. It doesn't concern me at all because I am not an English woman. I am an Edo woman. You're going to become Muslimism. I be Muslimism. You're going to be so. You're going to be Islamicism. I don't know if it is correct. Take it like that. I want to throw in some kind of You understand? You're gonna be Islamic, eh? You're gonna be Muslim. You're gonna be Muslim, What are you saying? So Allah carried filthy thing into his paradise. Allah carried the face of Judas, filled with Satan, a thief. Okay, let me also read that from the very horse's mouth. John chapter 2. He flew at 12. Allah flew such a person into his heaven. Take it from verses 1 to 6 or so. Okay, let me also read. There Yahushua sees this before the Passover came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, which had been dead, whom he raised from the dead too. There they made him a supper. Martha served, but Lazarus was one of them that sat at the table with him. 3. Then took Mary a pound of ointment, very costly, and anointed the feet of Yahushua, and wiped his feet with her hair. Jesus also twists the scriptures in my hand. This scripture in my hand. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. 4. Then saith one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simeon's son, which should betray him. Allah flew a betrayer, the head of betrayer, face of betrayer, into his heaven. A face filled with Satan, Allah flew that into his heaven. What? A thief, Allah flew a thief into his heaven. Jesus is a thief. The devil cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Is a thief. Matthew chapter 21, isn't it? 21 verses 11, 12, and 13, where they were doing business in the house of Yahuwah. And Yahushua now rebuked them, threw everything away, and said, my father house should be called a house of prayer. You turn it into a den of thieves. Jesus is a thief. Only, Ojibole. 5. Look at Judas. Let me take 4 again. Then saith one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simeon's son, which should betray him. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pennies and given to the poor? To the poor. 6. This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, and had the bag above what was put therein. He was a secretary. Judah is a thief. Only, Ojibole. Now, Allah flew a thief into his paradise. Now, let me tell you. See the game they want to play with you now. See, come reconcile. Though, we give it to Islam because Jesus never died. Jesus is not the son of Yahuwah. Jesus is not God. Jesus never died, buried, nor resurrected. No, not at all. Not at all. Yahushua did. Okay. But in the other hand, let me still give it to Christian. I've already given it to Islam. Now, let me come to Christian. Christian, in all their madness, in all their blasphemous art, in all their wickedness, in all their lukewarm, Christians still hold on to the 5 truths from the royal law, even though they messed it up, but they still hold on to it. Let Christians be sleepy and wake them up. Who is Yahushua? These 5 things, they will just recite it one time without no atom of doubt. One time. This one is in them. This should have been their inheritance. Like the right-hand thief, make it to heaven. Now, listen. Who is the Messiah? They will say, answer you accurately. It's the son of Yahuwah. And who is Messiah? Is God also. They did that, of course. He was killed. He was buried. Did they resurrect? Of course. Even though they didn't get it right because they said Jesus died on Friday. It's in Matthew 27. If it is Friday, according to day, as they said, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So Saturday, 3 o'clock, that's just one day. Sunday early morning, where's Jesus? So they missed it. But the character, the event, the whole the fact is the breath, is their oxygen, is their inheritance. You can't take that away from them. But see what Allah said. See how Allah is going to do it. Because Allah know only that 5 truths left within the Christendom. Every other thing is complete garbage. Babylonia. See what Allah is going to do. It's coming for this. And see what Jesus is going to do. It's coming for this. They said that message is unclean. And that message is blasphemous, as we just read. That when you say Allah have a son, you not say Allah have a sexual intercourse with a woman. Allah don't have a wife. How can he beget a son? To have a child, you must bang. And you not say Allah is banging. Meanwhile, they are doing this thing. They forgot that the reward of Allah is all banging. It's all about banging. It's all about knocking. In Quran chapter 4 verses 24, we see a polyandry system in Quran that a married woman is also going to be knocking. Another man is going to be knocking a married woman in the presence of her husband. Quran 4 verses 24. So when they went to the battle of Huni, they met the enemy of Allah, and they raided them, take all of them captive, brought them down to their camp. And some companion of Allah feel reluctantly to have sexual intercourse with them in the presence of their living husband. Therefore, Allah now sent the Quranic verses, chapter 4, verses 24, that all married women is forbidden to you, except the one your right hand possesses. He said it is lawful unto you when you fulfill their waiting period. Their waiting period to be ensured that they are not pregnant for their husband. So after you wait and see that they see their menstrual cycle, therefore you can bang them in the presence of their husband. That is Quranic verses for you. And Allah reward. Remember, there is polygamy in Allah's paradise, 72 virgins. Okay, Allah reward in paradise also vagina. So I don't know why they are saying this as a forbidden thing for Allah to be knocking human being, to be having sexual intercourse. So to Islam is a strong blasphemy. So that is why they are coming. They are coming with a sword. They are coming with brutality of all link of fire. It's going to break loose. Oh, I forgot. There's still a lot of video I wanted to play. Okay, I will play it in the other one. So now you see. Did you catch this? Just the 5 truths. In all Christendom madness, they still have these 5 wonderful truths. So what happens? Allah is coming for that. Jesus is going to strip it naked in order for them to be completely filthy. The one I'm not able to finish here. Let me check my time. 12 minutes, okay. I will add it to the one I will be doing on the Shabbat. So Revelation chapter 6 verses 1 through, I'm not going to be reading this. Should I? I'm not going to be reading this. Maybe I will blurt it up. Verses 1 through 6, through 8. Those are the 4 horsemen. The first one is, should I be doing all this? Because I want to talk about important one. Revelation chapter 13. You're going to be seeing the mark of the beast over there. Revelation chapter 9. This is their resurrection, okay? This is their resurrection. Now, Revelation, okay, Genesis 15 verses 1. Let's quickly read this, okay? Okay, I think I will be reading 9. Yeah, Revelation 9. That brings about Revelation, Genesis chapter 15. Revelation 9. Revelation chapter 9. Let's read there in Revelation chapter 9. I read now verses 1. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Oh, this one is horrible. The bottomless pit. Quran is a bottomless pit message. Oh, Jesus in Muslim is a bottomless pit message, because that is the real Jesus. The one you are saying Christian is fake. That is the spirit. When you see the flesh of Jesus, you yourself. Now verses 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the rising of the smoke of the pit. So I will press it here. You can keep reading. 200 million army. Jesus second. You will also see the first man, the four horsemen. You will also see it over there. Okay. River Euphrates is already been dried. Okay, you will see that in Revelation 16. Preparing the ways of the king of the north or the east or the north. Okay, is the anti-messiah to battle to do the last damages. Jesus is the leader of all of them. It's also in their eschatology. It's also in their visions or whatever, what they call it, prophecies of the last day in Quran. This is also there, that Jesus is coming with Mahdi. First of all, he will, defend himself, that he never told you people is the son of Allah. He's never told you people that he's a God. He never told you people that he died, buried, and resurrected. He said he never said so. And he never also told you people to worship him. You just put all these heavy lies on him. Okay, so it's coming for that reason, to let you guys know that you are being deluded. I never said so. Therefore, the ways of Islam, it is the religion I left for you guys. You just deviated and you not allow devil to them. Now they said devil is the one using Christianity. Devil is the one deceiving Christianity to be believing all this stuff. Though Allah said he was the one who deceived the entire world. Okay, I quote the Quran already. He said is the one that deceived the entire world. Okay, so now they now said that the devil is the one deceiving the Christendom now. Right now. Devil is the one deceiving the Christendom. Let me see if I have to quickly read here. Where is it? I want to read Quran again. It's turning my stomach. Okay, before we go to Genesis 15, where I just quoted, let's quickly read Quran. Let's quickly do that. But it's turning my stomach. My stomach is hot now. I hate this book. Quran chapter 3, verses 54. And they, the unbeliever, planned to deceive. And Allah planned to deceive the unbelievers. And Allah is the best of deceivers. Quran chapter 7, verses 99. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? Allah is speaking to you. He is the God of Christian. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? No one is saved from Allah's deception except those that shall perish. How can we make use of this? Those that is going to perish, they are the one that will be free from Allah's deception. That is another lie, spirit of lies. Okay. Rather, those that does not believe Quran, nor Allah, Jesus, all this rubbish, are the one to be saved. Because it's not adding up. Allah is a deceiver. But people that does not believe in him, the people that will be saved from his deception are the one that is going to be perishing. No, people that does not believe your deception are the one that will be saved, enter paradise. Come on now. Quran chapter 8, verses 30. And remember, when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you, or kill you, or expel you, they plot deception. But Allah also plots deception. And Allah is the best of all deceivers. Jesus Christ is sent me message to you Christians that the spirit of him, the pork, PJC, is unclear TV unto you. He is a mystery Babylon to you. He is the spirit of anti-Messiah. But wait for him. The Jesus, the flesh of anti-Messiah, is a broad delight. He is so clear. He said, Jesus said, oh my Abba. He said the lie he is telling in Christendom is a small one. It's just the small lies. But the lamb I'm going to release when I return to Islam. The lamb I'm going to be telling over there. Oh, my Father. He said he's going to break. He's going to make heaven crack, the heaven of Allah. He's going to make the earth crumble, the earth of Allah. And he's going to make everything badadash. Best of all deceiver. Best of all deceiver. So I read here already. My stomach is turning me again. I hate Quran. Now, verses 2, Revelation 9.